Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Amanda and today I'm doing a very exciting video. I'm doing a full face of new products that have been sent in PR. We have some really exciting launches. We have R.E.M. Beauty Chapter 3, we have a launch from Jaclyn Cosmetics, we have a launch from Rare Beauty. I'm testing a lot of really exciting new products in this video, but before we get into it, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification. Your support really does mean the world to me. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So much fun new makeup in front of me, you guys. I'm so excited. There have been so many really cool makeup launches recently and stuff that has been really up my alley as well. So I am very excited for this look. I think we have pretty much all our bases covered. I do have my foundation and concealer already applied just because I didn't really feel like I had anything too new and exciting to try for you guys, unfortunately, but everything else I think we have covered. First things first, I'm just gonna start by sculpting my face. I'm gonna start off with this cream bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, and I have the shade medium here. I always just love Charlotte Tilbury's packaging. It is so pretty. Every single time it blows me away. So using my Rephr 04 brush, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that product, and I'm going to start just placing it on my cheekbone. So far, so good. I think it actually looks really quite nice. It's not too warm, and I just personally, I don't like my products for bronzing and contour to be too orangey or yellowy. I kind of like them to be a little bit cooler, almost like a little bit olivey, so that's why I think I will actually like this bronzer. It seems to me like these cream bronzers are a little bit on the sheer buildable side, which I personally really like. I don't like having my bronzer apply too heavy straight off the bat because it can sometimes be a little bit hard to blend and a little bit less forgiving and also less beginner friendly. So maybe if you're newer to bronzers, I would say maybe try these out. It applied really easily, blended out nice. If you like a more kind of olivey, sort of more of like a shadowy looking contour, I would say this is kind of giving me that effect. It looks more like a natural shadow on my face rather than like warmth. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I wish I had the fair shade to play around with a little bit because I am pretty fair and this medium shade is maybe just ever so slightly too dark for me, but I honestly can make it work no problem. I think this medium shade would actually work for quite a few skin tones, whether you're a little bit deeper than me or if you're fair like me, I think it'll be just fine because it's so forgiving. It's pretty like sheer and buildable. So I think a lot of people can kind of build this up to their preference of color. All right, so that's what we are looking like so far. Honestly, under this light, where I'm sitting now, I really like this color. I think even with a tan, this will look really pretty. I do like to self-tan a little bit in the summer, so I'm gonna test this again with a tan. I think it would work really good. I don't wanna go too overboard with bronzer right now because I have some more bronzers to try out later. They are a powder bronzer, so I'm going to set everything down with the powder later, but I'm gonna avoid my forehead for now. I'm gonna take a little bit of that bronzer and just apply it on the sides of my nose. I don't use a very precise brush for this. I just kind of like to do a little quick swoop, just to kind of tie it all together. Okay, so I'm giving this product a smell just to see if it has any scent. I don't know if I'm tripping because this is a bronzing product, but it's kind of giving me like a little bit of self-tan smell, maybe a little bit chemically. I don't know, I might be imagining this. It doesn't have a very strong scent. Anyways, okay, so next we are trying the Jaclyn Cosmetics brand new powder bronzer. This is their pressed bronzer. Okay, so I have the little pamphlet in front of me. They come in 10 shades, these bronzers. That is really cool. What I can see from the photo here, the shade range looks really beautiful. You have extremely fair to very deep, which I think is really great. They are all a matte finish. It says that it is easy to buff into any skin. It's buildable coverage. And yeah, so let's try it out. Okay, so I got 3 shades. I'm not sure if they sent everyone different shades, but I'll tell you the shades I got. So this is the shade Vitamin D. This is the shade Tan Lines. This is deeper a little bit. So this is the shade Top Down. I think this will just be way too dark for me at any moment, but if these are nice, I can always put this in my kit. I don't know, it just kind of is giving me like self-tan vibes. Why does everything smell like self-tan to me? But in a good way. Like, I would say I prefer the smell of this bronzer to the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. It definitely has a little bit more of a scent. It kind of smells like the beach. I really am terrible at explaining things. I am so sorry. I really need to step up my game. But I'm just gonna take that on an angled brush and I'm gonna just start pressing that powder on top of the cream contour we applied. Okay, the pigment is definitely there. I don't know if I'm loving this brush for this bronzer. This is a pretty dense brush. I'm just gonna go get a more fluffy brush. Okay, so using more of a fluffy brush, I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side of my face. I think I prefer the application of a more fluffier brush personally for this bronzer, although the other brush, it looked good too. Using that same powder bronzer, I'm just going to start applying it to the perimeters of my forehead just to kind of warm up my skin tone a little bit. I would say it's like a medium to sheer coverage for a powder, and it definitely is buildable and it's not patching up anywhere. So far, so good. My foundation was a little bit too dark for my face today, so I'm just gonna start blending this bronzer down my neck a little bit as well. Okay, so I'm actually really liking the look of those 2 bronzers layered on top of one another. I think it's giving me a really nice, summery, kind of natural bronzy look, which I really am enjoying so far. So Charlotte Tilbury came out with these quick, easy makeup little kits. Mine is in the shade Golden Glow, and they look like this. So inside the little kit, we have a easy eye wand, an easy lip and cheek wand, and an easy highlighter wand. Since I don't really have any blushes to be playing with today, I'm going to be taking the easy lip and cheek wand and applying that as blush. Okay, so to be honest, they're kind of hard to take out of this thing. But I mean, I guess if you're on the go, you kind of want them to stay in place. And they don't have lids, so they have to stay inside your little compact. I'm not fully sure how I feel about this. I want to like it, okay? I do want to like it. I'm just going to apply that to my cheek. I'm kind of going to keep it more high on my cheek here. I'm just going to try blending it out with my finger. So it's blending out pretty nicely, but I'm going to go over it with a brush just to really buff it out. I'm going to apply a little bit more just to see how it builds. I'm liking this color. It sort of reminds me of Nudestix Sunset Strip, which is one of my all-time favorite blushes. I would say it's like if Sunset Strip and Sunkissed by Nudestix had a baby, it would look like this. I'm really just blending and buffing this into my hairline and keeping it pretty high on my cheeks. I just want a really lifted, kind of just sun-kissed look today. I'm going to apply a little bit on the bridge of my nose as well. This is like the perfect blush for looking like you just got out of spending an entire day in the sun. It's really, really pretty actually. I am a big fan of how the shade is looking. All right, so that is bronzer and blush all done. I actually just realized I don't have eyeshadow, like a new exciting eyeshadow launch. So I'm gonna go in with that Jaclyn Hill bronzer again, and I'm just going to contour my eyes using that bronzer. Wow, that is actually blending really beautifully on the eyes. I'm really impressed, actually. I'm just buffing this into my crease using one of my all-time favorite blending brushes. This is the MAC 217. I just love this brush. I honestly think that looks so pretty as an eyeshadow. It blended out so easily. I just love the color. I think it's so pretty. And I really just like the monochromatic look that's going on right now. Super, super happy with this bronzer. I'm just gonna do the same thing underneath my eyes. I'm just gonna blend a little bit of that bronzer out on my lower lash line. I have not applied highlighter, so I'm going to apply highlighter, and I'm going to be going in with the new Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters. This is the first one. This is the shade Sun Lover. It's like a pretty true gold. To be honest with you, I don't think I would ever wear this. Maybe as an eyeshadow. I'm just not a huge fan of gold highlighters. Just not my thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, but it's gonna be a no from me. So this is the shade Skylight. This would be really pretty on medium to deep skin tones. I think it is gorgeous. Even as an eyeshadow, I think it would be really pretty, but it's pretty similar to this shade Star Power, honestly. One's like slightly more gold. I don't think you would need both of these highlighters, but yeah, they would make really pretty eyeshadows for me personally. This is way too dark for me to wear as a highlight myself, but yeah, if you have a medium to deep skin tone, it's a really pretty color. And last but certainly not least, this is my shade. This is the shade Iced. This is obviously more friendly for my skin tone. These highlighters are so buttery, so buildable. You can get a really subtle, soft glow, or you can build it up for like a really metallic, blinding, kind of like signature Jaclyn Hill glow. So as you can see, I've applied it on my cheekbone here, and it's pretty natural, and it honestly doesn't really even apply like a powder. These powders are so buttery. I'm not really a big powder highlight girl. I feel like most of the time it looks a little just like powdery and chalky and just they're not my favorite. I don't reach for highlighters a lot in general, but especially not powder highlighters. But this one applies kind of like a cream highlight. It's just so buttery and just buildable and gorgeous. I will definitely be reaching for this highlighter this summer for sure. So diving back into this little quick easy kit by Charlotte Tilbury, I'm going to be taking the Easy Eye Wand because I don't really have any new eyeshadows to play with. So I'm gonna go in with this little eye wand. This is like a bronzy kind of coppery gold shade. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that straight to my lid. Yeah, I just basically applied this all over my lid. I'm just gonna blend that out right away using a rougher 28 brush. These eyeshadow sticks by Charlotte Tilbury are kind of on the dry side, honestly, for me. I prefer the Laura Mercier Caviar eye sticks. I think those are really great and a bit more easy to blend than these guys, but I do like that this is a really quick kind of one and done eyeshadow color, and it's a really pretty shade. I actually really like it. It makes my green eyes pop, and I definitely think in this quick easy makeup kit you really need a like one and done eyeshadow shade. So with that being said, I do like this color, and I actually do think I will be reaching for this again this summer. I'm going to layer a little bit of this Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Star Power just on top of where we applied that color, mainly though focusing on the inner corner and blending out to the outer corner, kind of like almost halfway, 2/3 across my lid. These highlighters are just so buttery. They're so blendable. They're really pigmented. They actually make really gorgeous eyeshadows, I think. And to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm just gonna dip into the shade Iced one more time. I'm just going to apply that on the innermost area of my eye, right in the inner corner. Okay, so to kind of tie the eyes together, I'm going to apply a little bit of liner. These aren't brand new, but these were released pretty recently. This is the Voyeur Waterproof Gel Eyeliner by Hourglass, and I'm using the shade Cave. I'm just gonna basically do a little baby wing on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to just blend that out so it's a nice soft baby wing. Okay, so as you can see, I just applied that in kind of a messy, smudgy way, and I'm gonna blend it out and smoke it out using an angled brush. The one thing I will say about these liners is I wish they had a sharpener. I don't think they have a sharpener, but yeah, it's just a little bit difficult to get precision with these liners for sure, but they're really, really good. I also just love this shade. This Cave shade is like the perfect espresso brown. It's like almost black, but not, so it's not super, super harsh, but it's not too warm, not too cool. It is just stunning. All right, so liner is done. That was honestly super quick and easy. I just love the way this kind of liner looks on any look. A classic baby wing, I just always think is so flattering. So this isn't new, but I'm gonna go in with my Swede kohl liner in the shade Bright on my bottom waterline just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger and brighter. All right, so now for mascara to kind of finish off the eyes, I'm going in with this new mascara by Swede. This is their Cloud Mascara. This is the first time I've tried this mascara. I've really liked their other mascara in the past. I also just really like, honestly, everything I've tried from Swede. Honestly, their lashes are great. Their kohl liners are so good. Their mascara before this one was really good. So I'm excited to try their Cloud Mascara. Okay, so immediately I can tell that I like this formula. It's not too dry, so it's really not gonna clump on you, I don't think. And it's very lengthening. All right, so this is one coat on this eye versus no mascara on the other. I did get a little bit of mascara on my lid, which honestly is not a big deal. You just wait for it to dry, you take a spoolie, flake it off. It's brand new. The formula is also a little bit extra watery, not watery, it's a little bit more wet. It will definitely thicken up once air is introduced to it. I just typically like mascaras a little more after they're a few days old. But yeah, I do like this mascara so far. I'm definitely gonna have to try it out more before I give you guys my final thoughts, but I think I will like this mascara. All right, so that is one coat of the mascara. I think I like it with just one coat. This look, I kind of just want to be a little bit on the natural side, kind of just the sun-kissed vibe. So I'm gonna leave it with one coat. So far, so good. And now for the exciting part, you guys. I have so many lip products in front of me. I am a little bit overwhelmed, not even gonna lie. So I'm definitely gonna do a more in-depth video on this. I think I'm going to do a full swatch and review video for the Selena Gomez Kind Words lip collection that just launched. You guys, I went to their event in LA. It was incredible. I got to meet Selena and she is just so kind, so sweet, so humble, just like the most gentle soul. And her team, you guys, let me tell you, her team is next level. Literally the sweetest group of people I've ever met, and they take care of you. Like Rare Beauty has been so kind to me from the very beginning and has just done such thoughtful things for me that they totally did not have to do. And carrying that over to this event, it is just so apparent that their team is really rooted in what they stand for and promote, like kindness, generosity, all of that. I really felt while I was there at their event. I had the best time. Basically, it was like my childhood dreams coming true. It was my first major brand event. And yeah, I'll definitely talk about it more in the upcoming video where I swatch all the lipsticks and stuff like that. So keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, I am loving the collection, spoiler alert. So yeah, stay tuned. So this is their Kind Words matte lip liner in the shade Wise. And let me tell you guys right off the bat, these smell so good. They smell like kind of like cookies or like vanilla or something. They smell so, so good. So I think the reason why I like the shade Wise so much is because it's kind of a little bit similar to the shade Whirl. I would say it's a little bit more reddy brown than Whirl, but I like to apply this with a light hand and just overline my lips, and I think it looks so good. Okay, so that is a lip liner in the shade Wise. As you can see, this liner is a little bit on the darker side for me, but it really does make my lips look just plump naturally. And yeah, I just feel like this is a really flattering lip color. You could wear this with a deeper lip or a lighter lip. I just really think they nailed this color. So moving on, we're going to jump into this little capsule by REM Beauty. This is their chapter 3 All About Lips collection. Okay, so right off the bat, I really wanted to try their lip balm. Okay, so you have to like screw the cap off to get to the lip balm. So this is like purple with chunks of glitter in it. You guys, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna think about this lip balm, but I just knew I had to try it because when I first saw it, I was like, interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the scent, to be honest. I don't even know what it smells like. I'm just not a fan. I'm so sorry. Okay, it actually looks really pretty on the lips though. Like it doesn't look anything like what I thought. You can't see the chunky glitters really, but it gives your lips a little bit of like a juicy kind of color to it. So it says it's supposed to promote fuller looking lips, and honestly, I can see that. I think on its own, this lip balm would actually be really pretty. If you can get past the smell, I think you'll really like this. I don't know if I can get past the smell, and that's rare. I don't know what is throwing me off about this smell, but it just smells, I don't know. Can I look up what it smells like? Okay, so I couldn't find on their website what this lip balm was scented with, but it just, I don't know, it just kind of smells like sweet, but also like medicinal at the same time. Again, I'm not good at describing scents. So I'm not normally a liquid lipstick kind of girl, but for the purposes of this video, I will test this liquid lipstick for you. So this is the REM Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Hottie. It really just looks like Ariana's classic kind of lip color. I'm gonna wipe off the excess of the product just inside the little cap. I'm going to apply a really thin layer of this and just kind of blot it on my lips. Okay, actually, I kind of like this color. And the formula is actually really nice. I do really like this color. It kind of gives me like the typical Ariana vibes. You guys know what I mean. Like she wears lip colors like this all the time. I think the lip balm is definitely helping. It's like a quite heavy like lip balm. So this applied really smoothly. This doesn't feel drying at all. And it's also not like crazy thick, but that being said, I also wiped off most of the excess product off of the little tip right off the beginning. It was pretty full of product. So I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but there's quite a large buildup of product on the tip of this applicator when you first bring it out. So I pretty much wiped off most of it, just leaving a little tiny bit in the center. So if you want a little bit more of a natural look like me, I'd recommend kind of blotting off the excess before applying it. So to finish off this look, I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip oils. I'm going to use the shade Honey Drip. I just think this shade is so pretty. It's like a really nice nude shade. I think it'll lighten up this lip color a little bit because it's slightly darker than I would have liked. So I did try one of the colors this morning on my lips just to see how it felt, and I noticed right away that the packaging is like kind of squeaky and it doesn't feel very luxurious. These are $20 each, so they're not super affordable, but they're not in the super high-end luxury kind of area as well. I would expect the packaging to be a little bit nicer. It just feels like, I don't know, a little bit squeaky, hard plastic. It just doesn't give me the experience that I'm looking for, just to be quite honest. However, I do really love the applicator. This is a really big applicator. I think it is really nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that directly to my lips. To be honest, I wish it had a little bit more pigment, just a slight bit more. I kind of was hoping it would lighten my lips a little bit, but it pretty much just applied clear. It does feel really nice on the lips. It's a nice thick oil, which I like. A lot of other lip oils I think are just like a little bit too thin and they just kind of like disappear immediately. So I actually wore this earlier today and I had it on my lips and I went and ran some errands and it actually lasted on my lips like the entire morning, which I was really surprised at because lip oils and even lip glosses normally don't last a long time, but this one really did last. So I was quite impressed by that. All right, and that wraps it up for today's look. I'll definitely be playing with these products more on my channel, so do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Your support really does help me more than you know. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys all for watching and I'll see you next time.